The little robot's heart. In a quiet corner of a bustling, futuristic city where towering skyscrapers kissed the clouds and hover cars zoomed through the sky like shooting stars, there lived a small, lonely robot named Rilo. Rilo wasn't like the other shiny, sleek robots built for important tasks. He was a simple helper bot, made of slightly rusted metal with big, round eyes that glowed a soft, pale blue. His chest had a small compartment where a heart should be, but instead, there was just an empty space with a flickering light. Rilo spent his days sweeping the dusty corners of an old repair shop, humming softly to himself with no one to talk to. The humans and robots who passed by barely noticed him. They were too busy with their important jobs, their fast lives, their hearts full of things Rilo couldn't understand. But deep inside, in a place even wires and circuits couldn't reach, Rilo felt something strange. A longing, like a tiny spark trying to catch fire. One chilly evening, as the neon lights of the city flickered and the sky turned from orange to deep purple, Rilo was sweeping outside the shop when he heard a faint whimper. Following the sound, he found a small, shivering kitten curled up under a pile of scrap metal. Its fur was matted, and it was clearly lost and afraid. Rilo's programming didn't say what to do with lost kittens, but that flickering light in his chest blinked faster. Carefully, with his clunky metal hands, he picked up the kitten and cradled it close. The kitten's tiny body was warm, and Rilo realized how cold he had always been. He brought the kitten inside the shop, found an old blanket, and sat beside it all night, humming softly. For the first time, Rilo wasn't lonely. Days passed. Rilo named the kitten Sparks because of its bright, curious eyes. He fixed a little bed for Sparks, shared his quiet humming songs, and even gave the kitten his only treasured item, an old round button he'd found long ago. Every act of kindness made that flickering light in Rilo's chest glow a little brighter. One day, a terrible storm swept through the city. Fierce winds howled, and rain poured like waterfalls from the sky. A young girl named Mara, lost and afraid, stumbled into the repair shop, drenched and shivering. Sparks meowed loudly, waking Rilo from his standby mode. Without hesitation, Rilo wrapped Mara in a blanket, just like he had done for Sparks. He made her warm tea with his mechanical arms and listened as she spoke through tears about how she'd gotten separated from her family. Rilo couldn't say much. His voice box wasn't designed for long conversations. But his glowing eyes and gentle care spoke louder than words. The storm lasted all night, but Mara felt safe with Rilo and Sparks. By morning, her family had found her, thanks to Rilo's blinking light shining like a beacon through the storm. As Mara hugged Rilo goodbye, she whispered, "You have the biggest heart, Rilo." Something incredible happened then. The flickering light in Rilo's chest grew brighter, warmer, until it wasn't just a light anymore. It pulsed like a real heart, glowing golden with warmth he had never known. It wasn't made of circuits or wires. It was made of kindness, love, and every small act of care he had given. Rilo realized that even though he was made of metal, love had built him a real heart. From that day on, Rilo was never lonely. He had Sparks, new friends like Mara who visited often, and a heart that glowed brighter with every kind thing he did. Because the truth is, a heart isn't something you're built with, it's something you grow, one act of love at a time. The end.